Right, I've just had my tea, come down here this evening, just kind of scout this out, little recon mission. What a place to live, look, that's the end of someone's garden. Look in the water there, there's fish topping all over the place, come out of life in the water. Yeah. On the edge of a big broad here. Apparently this was a public stave in here in this corner once. Very junky, you can see a lot of iron and stuff lying around. Well, you can't, but I can. I'm just going to give it a little recon mission, see if it's worth coming back. It's really wet in these woods, but we'll see. I don't know if I'm supposed to be here or not, but I can't see anyone being bothered. There's beer cans and stuff lying around here and bits of junk left lying about, so see how we get on. Yeah, lovely spot though. Only got about an hour, so onward. Right, I just found an old fork. Tells me that's really heavy as well, really solid one that is. Cool. Chunky. Tells me it might not have been hunted before, which would be nice. I forgot to mention this used to have wherries come into it as well back in the day, full of thatch for roofs. So wherry boat's quite old, bit of history. Alright, carry on. Yeah, like I said, it used to be a public stave here. You can't even see the water anymore, it's so overgrown. Last time I come here I fished out of here. I was fishing for pike, muskies out of here. You can't even see the water now, there's trees growing up in it and everything. Yeah, shame, but hey. 2 boats in there, one little one inside a bigger one. I haven't found anything, just a couple of bottle tops in that fork. Just going to wander myself around here a little while longer and then get back. The mosquitoes are driving me mad, keep landing on my face. Right. Right, I didn't know what this was at first, but on closer inspection, melted toy car. Not a good sign. I'm out of here. Right, on the next one. Right, curiosity got the better of me there, clearing this bit of ground where I live really, just a minute or two down the road from me. And as you can see there's loads of junk there, iron there, alley tubes and everything. But I thought I'd have a little go in here anyway. I just had my first target after a couple of minutes. What's this? That was a live 2-2 round with a copper jacket. Right, see what else is in here. Just found that, an old builder's shovel. That'll come in, I'll use that, weld that to a pole. That's the same as that one there, just not cut down. Nice and get a nice flat blade in the middle, cut the edges off. Right, found another couple of 2-2 bullets, but apart from that, not a lot. So we'll carry on. It's just riddled with little iron everywhere, bits of iron. Lucky it's hard to hear anything in here. Right, that didn't come to much. It's now starting to drizzle, so I'm going home. I found a Cotton's Dairies milk bottle, got a red print on it. Brass caster. Get the wood off that, put it in the brass pile. Some scrap, hinge and melted rubbish, battery, hair clip, little hat off something. A couple of bits of brass. 2 2-2 bullets. Live. Don't even look that old. This did used to have a little bit of woodland in it, so maybe someone was shooting things in there. And a bird ring. Pigeon, I reckon. And a shovel, so I can make into a good one. Yeah, just got to have a little hunt going while I'm on my way out, but I think that's it for tonight. Right, morning everybody. Down on the beach today. Sunrise. It's been so dry lately, ground's baked solid. I haven't been for a while, so hut's nearly covered up now. Yeah, I thought I'd give it a go before all the oil makers get down here. It's 4:45 now, so let's get stuck in. Right, see if I find anything. Oh, just found a ring. Well, it's a fake ring. Just a copper ring with silver plate on it, so old. Oops. Pretty old. Crusty. That's a ring. Yeah, plenty of sea foam about. I'm going to give it about another hour and I'm going to go. I've just had junk so far, about 3 pence, so yeah, a little bit longer. Right, just had a signal down here. Surface find, I think. I don't know what it is, but I'll reveal it with you. Oh, it was a piece of jewellery once. It was actually a brooch once, but there you go. Close. Would have been a pretty one as well. Well, and another teaspoon to the collection. Well, good for cutlery, this beach. Right, this is just the results from this morning's hunt. Not good. Something. I didn't film this. I also found a milk bottle. This one's Waveney Dairy Limited, so I don't think I got that one. Add it to the collection. Don't ask me why. Yeah, I got a spoon, load of rubbish, alley stuff and that. Little clip with Gap written on it, clothing. Little tiny copper washer thing. Modern 2p, modern 1p, all bent and had it. It's a lock, a cupboard or something, box, bit of lead, fake ring, see little traces of silver on it, so that's a cheap silver plated one, and a brooch, which that would have been quite fancy in its day, but it's quite an old one. A lot of the glass stones have fell out of it, but there's still a few left. Yeah, probably the best find. Well, no, I'd say the milk bottle was the best find. A little bit of copper wire. Anyway, I'm only going down there because ground's baked hard, there's nowhere to hunt. Just thought I'd give it a go. We need some weather really on the beach, so get some rough weather and I'll be down there again, but probably shan't bother for a while. Yeah. All in all, that was rubbish. Right, we're down the chapel today. I was down here in my Random Hunts 1 video. I'll pop back down here today, do some work on the old gravel. You might remember if you see the video, I found a George II farthing in that bit. I found a pickaxe head and a part of a safe back there on the right. I found an old brooch right at the back, a couple of other bits and bobs. I'm now going to hunt the left hand side, which is the only bit I haven't done now, so yeah. So I haven't got permission in there, but no one really cares. I talked to a couple of people and they said, yeah, don't worry about it. And apparently the person who manages them hardly ever about, and you don't really care about them, so I'll have a bash in there. Now I've been scraping up gravel. I'll turn it from this hard and mossy stuff, scraping it about with my homemade rake, turn it back to that. But really it needs digging out and washing down, get all the mud out of it. There's an entrance there, tractors used to use it going out the field. It's been blocked up with holly trees now, but yeah, I think all the muds fell off the tractors and got in the gravel, caused all this rubbish. Anyway, if I find anything, I'll bring you in. It's baking hot. We're in the middle of a heat wave like the whole country. There's not much else I can do, there's no grass to cut, so yeah, see you in a bit. Right, all I've found so far is rubbish. This is the first find worth recording, although you do find these quite a lot scattered about. It's an old keyhole surround, key surround. It was painted white. Right, see if we can find anything better. Right, second find, just this. An old handle off a drawer or a door, gate, I don't know, just an old handle. Rather it's iron, it might, yeah, I think it's iron. Might be brass, I see a bit of green in it, but well, carry on. Right, that's the playing field through there. That was in my last random hunts video. Very productive little site, but not allowed on there, but I might do it unofficially in the hours of darkness. Who's going to care? Yeah, and in this, just beyond this band of trees around it, I just found a cap gun. Look at that, it's complete. I often find bits of these, but you don't often find them complete. The good thing is, there's still another signal in here. Oh, oh. There's another one. Yeah, can't be bad. No handle on it, so maybe the handle's still in there. Not quite as good a nick as the other one, but let's tap it. Oh, oh shit. Oops, alright. It's just opened, look. Don't look too bad a nick inside. I wonder if I can get it working. Hey. Good old soaking in oil. Like that'll get them working. Two cap guns. Clickbait, two guns in the same hole. Clickbait, clickbait. Right, let's carry on. See if there's anything else here. I'm nearly finished it now. I've only just got this corner bit here to do. I've done all the back and the middle and the other side, so I'll just go through all this rubbish in the corner, nettles and stuff. If I find anything, I'll bring you back in. Woohoo! Right, that hunt lasted about an hour. Finished them woods now. Probably missed stuff, but really worth going over them again. Yeah, I just found some junk, bottle tops, gnarly ones and that. Bits of tin, ring pulls, couple of nails, just a general rubbish. And the two cap guns. I did look for the handle, couldn't find it, so maybe that never had one. Found this little really fragile bit of brass, like a bit of compact or something once. And there's a key surround, the handle. I also found a couple of bottles. This is an old Corona bottle, although if you looked at my last beach video, not as old as the one in there. It says this is the property of Corona. Used to get 10p refund on these. I'll tell you a story about that one day. Yeah, and this is Hunt's Great Yarmouth. Hunt's, quite appropriate. Anyway, that's me done. I'm going to do a little bit more gravel and then go home. It's baking hot again. Right, catch you on the next one. Alright, I'm having a little bash at the gravel down the chapel. Evening time, be dark in about an hour, it'll be dusk, so having a little go while it's cooled down. UK's still under the heat wave, and I wasn't going to come here today, it was too hot. Yeah, basically I've done this end up to pretty much where that tree is. Finishes here. I've got to carry on with this bit now. About halfway. Anyway, while I'm here, I'll have a little hunt over the playing field at dusk. I don't think that'll be good enough to dig. I think it'll be too hard. Sorry about that. But I'll give it a go. Along with the trees, it might be a bit softer. We did have a bit of rain, but it seems to have all vanished now. Right, let you know. Right, sorry about the noise out there. This is the results from the last hunt at the chapel and the playing field. Did about an hour there after I'd cleaned up some gravel. This is what I found out, the gravel. I got 2, 4, 6 nails, that little patch of gravel. So I go over that, make sure there's none in it, because you loosen them up once you disturb the gravel. So always detect gravel, get the nails out. Also in the gravel I found this top row of coins, which amounts to £1.66. Found a bit of rubbish on the playing field, usuals, a bit of lead, square nail, an old throwing dart, someone probably threw it at a tree and missed, although it could have been used in the fates that used to be on there. New 2 pence, well, newer 2 pence, steel core or crusty, some brass surround off something, don't know what that could be. Well, no, actually I think it's copper, scratch there, and an old aluminium firework. And then cash wise we found, this was off the playing field, 1, 2, 3 pound coins, 50 pence, 3 20s, 10 pence, 5 pence and a 5 pence. So yeah, not bad. Bit of cash, spendies. Older stuff, not terribly old, none of it, but got a 70s 10p, the big one, 1970s half p, the little one, 1960s half p, actually it's a ship halfpenny, 1960 Elizabeth, and 1966, made the same year as me, shilling, Elizabeth II. So yeah, not too bad. I'll probably go back down there. That was from dusk till dark hunt, that was. Well, I'll probably go down there and do a proper night session. Who would know? Right, I just had a nightmare trying to get my camera to work. I don't think it likes this heat. Anyway, today I'm down an estuary. It's called Braden Water near Great Yarmouth. It's quite noisy. Different kind of a hunt today. More of a gather. We're gathering Winkles. My mum loves Winkles, so I'll use some for bait and I'll eat a few. So I thought I'd come down and get a bucket full. I'll show you how I do it in a minute. But yeah, this is Braden Water. This is the mouth of the Yare, the River Yare. Just round the corner there, where that sandy part is the mouth of the River Bure. So that's where we're doing the business today. There's a lot of holiday boats about, but it is holiday season. Right, I'll show you what I'm doing in a minute. And we're also mudlarking as we go, see if we can find anything, but it's pretty scarce. Got to get a good low tide so it comes all the way down and gets the other stuff out. I've been digging bait here. Usual. There are holes here where people have been digging ragworms for bait, so I don't know. Yeah, what I'm doing is I'm just hunting amongst all these rocks, gathering these. There's a couple of peeler crabs in there as well. Winkles. Used to be a staple diet once upon a time. You don't really see them for sale anymore. That's why I collect them. Ones you do find for sale are all gritty and horrible. So yeah, I'll show you what I'm doing in a sec. I'll just put this on the hat. Right. Right, I hope the camera's at the right angle. God knows, it's on the peak of my hat. Basically, this is all we're doing. Put my gloves on. Turn them rocks over, and then you'll just get some under the rocks, clinging to the rocks. Just pick them all up, chuck them in the bucket. And what you do is you put the rocks back the way you found them, because otherwise you destroy the ecosystem. Basically you just turn rocks over. Like, you find individual ones all over the place. Sometimes you come across a little colony, which makes life a lot easier. Yeah, basically I'm just going to pretty much fill my bucket up near enough to the top. Get out of here. It's worth looking in the seaweed as well. Like that, look. They hide in the seaweed, quite a few of them, look. And when you turn the rocks over, they're on the other side as well. Someone's left that one upside down. Must be naughty. So the people used to eat them years ago, and they don't really sell them anymore, so I just gather them up until they're plentiful. You don't have to worry about depleting the stocks or anything. There's millions of them. Now, if you find a little colony, you're laughing, because you can pick like 100 out of one spot sometimes. Just scraping them up. I mean, in other places where they haven't got all this mud and rubbish, they've got nice rocks, you can just literally scoop them off the rocks by the bucketful, so we're not there. It used to be like that down the harbour until they built it all up and banned everyone off it, which was nice. Thank you very much, council. Anyway, you've seen enough of that. Summer pinks are all out. It's beginning of August. And it's baking hot. Oh, my camera's really playing up now. This might be the last bit of footage today. Bucket's filling up. Go soon. Yeah, just see that sticking out of the mud. I have pulled it up once, I know what it is, but pushed it back in the slot where it came from. So yeah, little bottle complete. Screw top, so it's not old. Yeah. Crockery. Right, a few more and then I'm going to go. It's getting a bit busier now. Also found another live 2-2 bullet. Little 2-2 bullet, found that under a rock. Yeah. Council won't let you metal detect there, they'd lynch you if you didn't let metal detect it there. In fact, you're not allowed to metal detect anywhere in the borough of Great Yarmouth. Not according to the council anyway. Anyway, tide's coming in, we're going home. That's what we got, bucket full. Keep a few people happy. Yeah, and time to go. Right, back now, back to busyness. Quite noisy out here. Luckily I've hit a calm spell, so I'll do this quick. Yeah, bowl full of Winkles, Periwinkles they're called by the way, not just Winkles. Yeah. All pretty lively. And there's what I found eyeballed down there. I did find another little bit of brass, but I seem to have lost it again. Bit of pottery. That's definitely an old jug, because you can see the shape of it. That might be off the same thing looking at it. Bit of a scene there. Got the old bottle. Not that old. Screw top. Well, it could be as old as back to the 20s they started making them, I think. .22 bullet, still alive, and this little brass tube with a screw cap. Don't know what that's off, but don't there's anything in it. It's all split open anyway, so sea water got in there and rotted anything in there. Might open it one day. I found this little thing, a little bit of plastic. It's a little clip holder, goes in a hole and then holds something. I don't know, could be of anything. Anyway, what I do at the Winkles, for now, I'm gonna just put some water in them, keep them moist, put a board over the top. Later on I'll go down the beach and I'll collect a 25 litre drum of water and then put all these in a fish tank and let them sit in there a couple of days, and that purges all the dirt out of them. Brought this water back from the estuary, so that's what they came out of. Yeah, leave them in water for a couple of days, it purges all the dirt out of them before you boil them. That way you don't get any grit or nothing in them, they come out nice. So yeah, stick a board over the top of them, put them in the shade, and I'll show you what they look like when I'm cooking them. Right, laters. It's roasting out here, by the way. See, full summer attire, otherwise virtually naked. Right, the Winkles have been in water now for over 24 hours. I'm now going to rinse them. I'm going to rinse them and give them some fresh water, and they'll be ready to cook tomorrow. So, oh, 2 drones just turned up. Oh, I've got one tub here. I split them into 2 tubs. I've got some in a bowl here, so yeah. Yeah, as you can see they look quite clean at the minute. When you stir that water up, look, all the muck coming out of them, winkle poo. So we're going to strain them, give them a rinse with fresh water and then put them in some more sea water. They'll be like that till tomorrow afternoon, then I'll boil them, give them 48 hours purging time. And I'll boil them up. All I've got to do is tip them out of this tub. All the muck in the bottom there. It's just water out of the water butt, so right, just to rinse them. Make sure that tub's pretty clean. And another quick rinse. See how mucky that water is. That's to get the worst of the grit out of them. And the odd stone. And what we do is, I had to go gather this out of the sea last night. Just enough to cover them. Right, and that's that one done. I'll do the same with the other one. And should be good. Boil them up. Right, I've got these from Braden Water, just behind a place called Cobham, which is part of the town. So my pet name for these is Cobham hard cases. Right, see you when we boil them. Right, it's about 9:30 at night. It's quite noisy out here still. I won't calm down until about midnight. It's holiday season, so yeah. I'm now going to go hunt the beach for a little while, see if the holidaymakers have left me anything nice, apart from just pennies. So yeah, if I find anything, I'll let you know. Boil and Winkles tomorrow. Well, I dug a couple of little bits of rubbish so far, back on the beach, and just dug this. My first decent target. You won't really see it, but I'll take a picture. That's a little earring. That's a cake earring. Well, hopefully there's some real jewellery on here. Carry on. Just another 2 swings, got 20p. Woohoo! Thank you, holidaymakers. Going up, just found a 50p. Thank you, holidaymakers. Go, another 50p. We're flying tonight. Right, can you see that? We've got a surface find. I think it's just 2p. Oh no, and even a coin. That's funny. That looks like 2p, but it's a rubber washer. It's just rubber. Oh, it's the inside of a bottle top cardboard bit. What a load of rubbish. We finally got a £1. Brand spanking new one. That's £2.20 we're up to. Oh, better get a massive ice cream tomorrow. Oh. There's number 2. Right, it's the following evening. This is all we found from that last hunt. Not great, but what can you expect this time of year? Need a good storm. Might get one in a minute. Anyway, there we've just got 20p, a pound, 50p, 50p, £3.20. Got a little cupcake kid's earring, shard of brass and a shard of shrapnel. And the rubbish, not much rubbish, but not much fine, so only about an hour and a half. Down there after a good blow. Anyway, they're giving out a storm tonight. It's only 8:30 and it's gone really dark. Look at the sky. We might get one tonight. Anyway, I've now got to boil up some Winkles. It's been over 48 hours, so they're ready to go. Still pretty lively in there. Yeah, let's get boiling. Right, so got a pan of water, add salt, a little bit more. Put as much salt in as you like. Some people like them more salty than others. Right, I just got to rinse them now. Yeah, if I've got more than a pot full to do, I'll use this, which is an old chip pan basket, so I'll just chop them into that. That's pretty boiling, but a little bit more. Right, that'll do. Get the first one in. With your fingers. Right, and after a couple of minutes, should be back up to boil. Well, it says bubbling, so that'll do. As long as it's come back up to the boil, don't have to be boiling furiously. I have to use my tools. Shake the worst of the water off. Right, that's the first batch. What we'll do is a little bit more salt, top it up, use the same water. Should get all these out of that water. And then done. I'll do them in 2 batches. I'm going to boil one batch tonight, this bowl full, and then the bucket full I'm going to boil tomorrow morning. As you can see, it's now starting to boil again, so we'll get another batch in there. Oops. Yeah, glad to say it's actually started raining, although I stopped at a minute, but yeah, bring it on. Right, that's almost half of them there. Let's pile on a plate. And there's probably just over that left to boil. Do them tomorrow. Yeah, lovely. Right, bit noisy out here again, sorry about that. I'm just going to do a quick overview of what I found on the last series of hunts and round up this video. Yeah, but first, I'm going to talk about Winkles again. Sharp about Winkles, I hear you saying, thinking. Yeah, got my pin. Hello cat. Got my pin. Seasoned Winkler always carries his pin. This is the following evening. I cooked these last night, so they've been in the fridge. Stick your pin in, give it a twist. That's gum. Pop it in your mouth. Chuck the shell out there. Yeah, basically pop the little foot out with a little trap door. Stick your pin in and give it a twist. Pop it in your mouth. Lovely. Anyway, not many people go down there collecting these. In fact, I don't see anyone down there. When I used to go down the harbour, there used to be small APs go down there and collect them, but they can't go wading about on that mud. And well, basically I think I'm the last generation of winkle pickers. I think after this generation, I don't know if anyone else even does it around here, but there's going to be no more winkle picking, which some people are going, yay, disgusting things, but I think that's sad, or maybe I'm just sad. Anyway, so another one and get on with this roundup. Cool, look at that beast, that's huge. If you like whelks, they taste just like whelks, they're just like a little tiny whelk. So yeah, that's for anyone that might want to know. Anyone else not bothered, which is the majority of people, unlucky. This is what we found down the beach, a night hunt. Just a Cotton's Dairies milk bottle, Great Yarmouth, spoon, junk ring and a brooch. This is from the woods behind the chapel. A handle, key surround, the 2 cap guns. This one don't work, obviously. It's actually got mechanism broken and missing out of it, so maybe that was just used as a pretend one. They had to make the bang themselves. And this one here, 40 years old, sprayed it with oil. It's a Bronco made in England. That one's a Firecat, don't know where that was made. But yeah, once I sprayed it all and washed it and that, it works fine. And the sad thing is, you can't buy caps anymore, so I can't test it. They reckon they're gunpowder and they're not allowed to sell them anymore. What ridiculous that is. That's taking anti-terrorism way too far. I mean, you can still buy party poppers and Christmas crackers, they've got the same stuff in. That's ridiculous. Anyway, no ranting from me. Found the two shells from the bird ring and across the old spade at the building site down the road, which is now, the houses have now got roofs on in about a month and a half, so they're flying. These were found on the plough field next to the chapel on my little unofficial night visit. No one would care. There's an old 10p ship's halfpenny and a modern halfpenny, which is deleted now, but and a 1966 sixpence. I said shilling earlier, but I meant sixpence. I'm an idiot. And an old dart and rubbish. And that's from Braden Water. Another 2.2 shell cartridge, same as them, but a little bit different. Red bullet instead of a copper one. The old bottle, brass tube with a little brass cap on. I haven't tried to get it undone yet, but it's split open, so anything in it will be had it. Little plastic thing and a bit of crockery. So that's about it from this video. Hopefully we'll get some rain soon. That storm last night never came and it's cleared up again. There was a few little mini showers and that was it, so rubbish. Right, had you mounted on my hat, so just took my hat off. Sorry if my hair's a mess. Yeah, don't know where I'll be hunting next. Hopefully we'll get some rain soon. I'll be able to get some garden permissions or something. If not, That'll be the field whenever that's cut. All the fields around here are cut now except for ours, but that was planted well late. No fault of the farmers, but conditions last year, weren't it? Anyway, see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.